Holy cow. Fight you, fight you, fight you, fight you. Best sugar mama ever. Well, I don't know about the best sugar mama ever, but you know, this best sugar mama. The best it's ever been. Hey, so I'm wearing all my cool Sugar Mama merch. Got my hat, everything. If you want to know anything more about this car, all you gotta do is just go to my website, click on the main page. It's sitting right there up in front of you. Tells you everything about it, everything that we're doing. But one of the main things I wanted to do is before we give this thing away to somebody, I wanted to make sure that this thing is top notch. So I wanted to put it back on the hub dyno. We made 845 horsepower at the hub before we went to sick week. My goal is, I think with tuning, and we did do a belt or a pulley change down there. I think I want to make, well, I know I want to make 1,000 horsepower. The goal is 1,000 horsepower at the hub. That is an awesome number for this car. It's going to get us into the 8s, so we're exactly where we want to be. Daily, I mean, drive it anywhere you want to, do anything you want to do with it. Hydraulic roller, big block Chevrolet. Check this engine out. I mean, it's super sweet. Twin torque storm, supercharged, big block Chevrolet, fuel tech, EFI, all the bells and whistles, runs on E98. This thing is nice. So you're probably seeing this on April 2nd. We're gonna make sure that we are at the track. It's supposed to have bad weather, blah, 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 but I think we're gonna get good weather for the weekend, and we wanna make sure that we get this thing to the track and get it fine-tuned for the track. Because if you watch any of the videos, some of the stuff that was going on was, broke transmissions. That is not the color of oil, transmission fluid. That is the color of metallic. But no chunks. It's just gone through, drove through the clutches. Had transmission problems. It's got a good, solid transmission in it now. Everything's great on there. I think everything's good there. The drive portion of sick week was a breeze. I mean, that was no problem. But we were struggling with traction and transmissions and anything else. But I think we finally got all that stuff sorted out. So we're going to take this thing to the track. So when we come back in the morning, I'm going to dyno this thing, start showing you dyno pulls, and we were hunting for that magic 1,000 horsepower at the tire, which is awesome. Alrighty, so like I said in the intro, I wanted to make sure that I just want to make this thing as best as possible for whoever gets it. And we're going to prove this thing out even more so than what it has been. So target is I want to make 1,000 horsepower at the tire, and I'm sorry, at the hub. And if we can do that, I think everything is it is the best numbers we've seen on this thing if we can do that. So be plenty happy with where that would be. And then Lord willing, we're going to go to the track on either Saturday or Sunday and lay down some good numbers. So trying to get this thing done. Remember, there's only 2 weeks left in this entire giveaway for Sugar Mama, so it is a really awesome car. Let's start getting in the car here, and I'll start working on tune-up. Alright, so now in this first pull, I'm just going to do, it's cold, I'm just going to do one, short hit here, low RPM, and then get the correct load set up on the hub dyno. You're gonna see that it's pretty hard. Like, it wouldn't even accelerate past 5,000. So I'm gonna hop out, change some dyno settings, and start looking at making longer dyno pulls. Now here I'm just going to try running this thing up to like 66,000, so 6,500, right around there, probably about 6,000. Yep, like that little backfire. The little puff, I'm not sure what the little puff of smoke was, but the backfire is just because it has a lot of fuel in it. Now here it's loaded up really hard, making good power right through there. I think it showed a little bit of just a real little bit of a surge. So I'm going to come back and do the exact same pull again. And the surge made it spike up. And here we see the magic belt flying apart. Right at the end. See, it killed the belt.
A little bit.
Right there. It went all through sick week and never took a belt. So I'll get out there and see what's going on there. Yeah, you're rotten buggered. Look at that. Just made that pull. And this inlet tube is probably, shoot, 100 and, I mean, I'm holding on to it, so 120 or so. Finally killed a belt. Hey, I know. After all this time. After all this time.
Maybe it's because the dyno is different from the track, so the track when you let off the throttle it coasts.
No, I did it right at the top of the gear.
Oh, so you're still wide open.
Yeah. Gotcha. I think we have more belts in this.
Oh yeah, we got extra belts.
All right. And it is that easy to change. This is a. Yeah, 685. Yeah, so that's the right one. And we're out. Just like that.
Good. Good as new.
So you saw that last pull when it destroyed the belt. And so anyways, that's 18 pounds of boost. We're hunting for, work on tune up a little bit. And when we put these bells on it, I'm sure this thing is going to pick up a couple more pounds of boost and hopefully put us right over that 1,000 horsepower for tires, which I'm pretty ecstatic with 1,000 horsepower tires. That is as much as I want to make with this whole combination. But I'm pumped up, ecstatic with that. I think that's great. So we're gonna put the bells on it, get them clamped on nice, and rock and roll. You gotta keep in mind too, I mean, it's so nice because it's just clean, compact, non-intercooled, just no jerk around kind of deal. Professionally wired, like I said, by the same guy that wired my wagon. I mean, that's why bulkhead, everything is nice. This entire car it's not a perfect car. This is not a $250,000 pro modified car, okay? But it is a really nice entry-level drag and drive, street car deal that is just wicked cool, and pretty pumped up about it. I think it's pretty nice. We have to get some little set screws for it. You go back to the set screws. So we also have air filters for these too. Let me show you that. I'll bring one around. So we also have the air filters, and these stay on there. I mean, we drove almost 1,000 miles or whatever it was in this car, and they clamp on nice. It does everything great with it. So that's all cool. You want to see what's cutting? What's making all the noise? Billet block. This is after it got heat treated, so we're on step 2 of this whole deal. More video to come on this whole thing. that must have...
The other one.
Oh, the other belt's completely gone. Ow, dang it. That is really weird. And it's made all the first ones with no problem either. Huh. So obviously it lost a whole bunch of boost there. Fell right off, only made 17 pounds of boost. So we'll put a belt on this thing too. They were the original belts, so maybe it's just time, I guess. All right, let's try that again. Well, shoot. I might have pulled back on a throttle. Excuse me, just a tick early, but... because it sounded fine. Everything was going good right there. I'll have to come out there and look at the data. Let's look at data, see if we made any more boost. So it didn't make any more boost, and that's what I'm going to be trying to figure out. Instead of going backwards a little bit. 969, 962?
Like 966.
Well, I don't know. Well, it's a little bit different right there. Nothing's gone on. My closed loop is turned off. So it's not as... Let's see here real quick, because I think it's super rich. I think it might be what's going on. It is not making any boost. 18 pounds boost. So it's actually just under 18 pounds boost, and that does make a difference. You'll find out why here in a sec. And I think we're just about out of fuel, so I'm gonna have to get some more fuel for it. Let's see what we got. Now here I'm checking the blow-off valve line to see if maybe it's leaking or something's going on, that the blow-off valves are opening up, because it did not. It should have picked up boost. Instead it lost like half a pound, which is interesting. The line itself feels fine. So the hose is good. Holds a vacuum, not leaking. But there's something that's not holding a... I do see that these blow-off valve caps have loosened up. It's like, tighten that up, and then I trimmed the line to make sure everything was still making good connection. But right here, I'm not able to suck them open. Insert comment here. Is it leaking? So, but as I tighten them up, I could feel that they get more vacuum. Yeah. Classic. Fuel behind the license plate. Factory stock, baby. With a parachute. Holy cow. Fight you, fight you, fight you, fight you. Finally got there. So I think it was just working on the tune-up just a little bit. So let me see what the data logger says, because I did change that line because I thought, oh, maybe it's leaking a little bit there at the blow-off valves. So let's see if it picked up any boost. Get this so you guys can see the camera. Actually, so you can see the screen. Right as the battery saver says, I've had enough. Alright, and there we go. We're at, let's see, it's 7,000 RPMs where we're at. No, it still is at 18 point. Well, it's up like half a pound of boost right there. And then I just revved it up farther, up to 7,300 RPM, and it makes 21 pounds of boost. So our AFR looks good, super safe, timing super safe up there. Taking a bunch of timing out right there, yep, okay. Yeah, so finally, 1,000 horsepower at the tire. Best Sugar Mama ever. Well, I don't know about the best Sugar Mama ever, but you know, this best Sugar Mama. The best it's ever been. So anyways, rock and roll. We're going to be heading to the track this weekend. It's supposed to actually snow tomorrow again. So we're going to head to the track this weekend. It's supposed to be nice and cool. This is the best it's ever been. So let's go tear it up.